Hey guys, welcome to another answers video. Now in this video I'm going to be answering some of your guys' questions, and all of these questions are TWD related. So to start off, we have Jason6105's question, and he asks, how do you expect our group to react in the moment where Negan uses Lucille on one of our unknown characters? So we don't know which unknown character means, like, we don't know which of our main characters are going to be killed in this episode, so I think Rick, of course, in these sort of moments where he has no power over anything and he just has to watch as something happens, like in Terminus perhaps, he seemed a little more pissed and like ready to kill whoever was messing with him. I think we're going to see that sort of look on Rick, and it's just going to be a fierce anger towards Negan at this point, and that's like the main reaction that we're going to get. Everyone else is just going to be like screaming and crying and like saying stop or what have you. But Rick's is going to be like the most differing. Maybe I can't imagine Michonne actually reacting. Michonne doesn't usually show emotion. I mean, we've seen her cry, we've seen her smile, but we've never seen her like scared and screaming for someone's life or something. I would imagine that she would just be staring sort of blankly at the person who's getting killed with some sadness on her face and maybe some tears dripping, but she wouldn't be the type of woman that would just be screaming for the person and all. It just doesn't seem like her character. As for everyone else, I think they would just have like the regular reaction you would have to seeing a horrible gory mess of your friend just being decimated in the corner. So that's just my general opinion of how they would react. So next question, we have the 101 Janko. I think that's how you pronounced his name. He asks, who is your favorite character? That's actually an easy answer for me. Rick Grimes is my favorite character. And he's my favorite character because he's just willing to do it. He's willing to do what it takes no matter what. And I liked Carol for a long point, like almost as much as I liked Rick, just because she had that same attitude, but now she's leaving that attitude again, and that's why Rick is always just my solid number one character, because he's always willing to do that one thing that no one else really is willing to do so much. Like Daryl, when he was having that trouble with Dwight in the first place, and then later on, he never really just doubled down and took out Dwight. If Rick was in that position, he would have just, as soon as Dwight pointed a gun on him, Dwight would be dead. Okay. Next question, couple of questions, are from Josh Beatty, and his first question is, who do you hate more, Morgan or Dwight? So, you guys know by now that I do have a hate for this Dwight in the TV show. I actually am a big fan of Dwight in the comics, but this TV show Dwight is quite different. And when it comes to Morgan, everyone knows I hate Morgan. So, who do I hate more currently? Currently, I hate Dwight more because he is just acting awful. The actor is making the wrong choices. I don't know, maybe it's the director telling him to do stuff that's just like screwed up, but he's being very unlikable. However, I think my opinion will shift as time goes on and we see more character development for Dwight. And I don't think Morgan's always going to be this character that he is currently, I feel. So I don't think Morgan actually has a chance of ever redeeming himself to me. So yeah, I hate Dwight more, but soon I have a feeling I will prefer Dwight over Morgan. Okay, next question, same person asking. Would you be happy if Morgan survived to Season 7, then died later in Season 7? Well, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty positive that Morgan is going to survive to Season 7, so am I happy about that? No, I would have preferred if he died this season, maybe at this end of this season, but yeah, I can't imagine, like, it going any other way. So if he dies in Season 7, I would be happy, yes. The less we see of Morgan, the better, just because he's a very boring character, on top of the fact that he keeps causing deaths and doing weird crap. Just personally, Nah, I don't like Morgan like at all. Okay. So yeah, the sooner he dies, the better. So I guess I would be happy if he died later in season 7. So, next question, same person as well. How do you think Carol will survive the finale? Or, oh, I'm sorry. Do you think Carol will survive the finale? Yes, she most definitely will. I don't think that we will see many main character deaths in this episode. I'm getting the feeling that we might only just see one, which would make a lot of sense, and I believe in the comics it went down that way, so yeah. I don't think Carol will die in this episode. Okay, next question is, how long do you think Negan will be in the show? So, Negan in the comics is still in the comics, and this part of the, I'm going to say story arc that the TV show's in, this is like quite a few issues back, so Negan is most likely going to be in at least 3 more seasons worth. That's just the way I see it. If they follow the comics, and I get the feeling like in this way they probably will, unless the actor doesn't play Negan too well and he's just overly hateable. If he is completely hateable, then he doesn't stand a chance of continuing past 1 or 1.5 seasons. But yeah, I get the feeling that we will see a little bit more of him. Okay. Next question is by Terry Tanktop, and he asks, what do you think the chances are of Judith getting killed? Now, that's an interesting question because, obviously the show hasn't killed off any babies so far, but in the comics, killing off babies was sort of their thing. Judith died way early in the comics, so the fact that she's still alive in the TV show is very unprecedented, so I can't really pull from the comics to answer that question. I think that we will see Judith till the end of the show. I think she's one of the characters that pretty much have an immunity. We're not going to see a baby die. We're not going to see a toddler. She gets to live. That's my opinion. And then the final question is, still by Terry Tanktop, and he asks, how many characters do you think will die in episode 16? And who? I honestly, I think one character will die in episode 16. They make it seem like a lot of characters might die from like setup of trailers and stuff, but following the comics and all, I know pretty sure I can almost positively say that only one person will die in this episode. And that's all they really need. To be perfectly effective, it only takes one main character. You can kill off a bunch of side characters, and it won't really do anything for you. It's like, it's just a bunch of side characters. But if you take out one strong main character, that is more effective than killing off hundreds of thousands of side characters. So yeah, I just think one person will die. And who? Glenn. Sorry, it's just Glenn seems like the only one that will die in this episode. However, I may be wrong, but that's just what I'm saying. So, tell me what you guys would answer to these questions, and what's your opinion and all that. And also make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Which next video will probably be my review of the newest episode, which I am so stoked for. Tell me how stoked you guys are. So, I will see you then. Peace.